Hello and welcome back to my channel. I realized I need to apologize about the background sound. I now live close to a main road, so there's like always something happening in the cars moving. So there is a background sound, but I hope you can hear me clearly. As you can tell from the name of the channel, my name is Maud Chifamba and we're here to talk about careers, finance and travel. And in today's video, as you can tell from the title, we're going to compare industry versus practice, or in other words, industry versus audit. I've been in industry, I've been in audit, so let's get it. So the first thing is industry has more money. I put it out there. Industry is more money than audit. Like if you leave your current firm and you go into industry, you're definitely going probably most likely to make more money than whoever you stay in that current role. I mean in the short term. In the long term, it's debatable, depending on what level do you leave it, whatever. But in the short term, yes, industry has more money. Then in terms of the hours, given how the situation is now in Zim, where busy season lasts all year round, just seems like industry has better hours. You knock off late sometimes when you have like seasonal reporting deadlines and everything, but on a day-to-day, the normal thing is you knock off a bit earlier than you would if you were in audit. So that's good. But on the downside, industry has a lot of more politics. This has been my experience. You need to manage people more. At the firm, you can just wake up, do your job, submit your deadlines, submit your deliverables and keep it moving. And you won't have any problems. In industry now, you have to kind of manage people, a lot of other people and other stakeholders that are way more than what you would do when you were just an audit senior. Then the other thing is industry akunama babies. This is my second time saying this, but this way in this part I need to bring it up in a little bit more cozy way. So to say, you need to grow up when you're in industry. Why? Because not just grow up in terms of the competencies. You have the competencies to do whatever job you need to do, but in terms of you need to grow in terms of dealing with people. You know how like when you're 18 you do things a certain way, when you're 21 you do things a certain way. I guess when you're 35 you do things a certain way, when you're 40 you do things a certain way. Now industry is a mix of people who are a bit older than the people that you see at the firm. At the firm you have high scholars where there's a clear chain of command. If you're a level 1 and a level 2 says jump, you jump. In the industry you have a level 1 who is 50 and a level 2 who is 23, and you say to the 50-year-old, may you please say kindly jump, and they'll tell you, no, we don't jump. I haven't jumped for the last 40 years. Why do you want me to jump? So that kind of situation, you need to grow up and you need to start acting like an adult. There are no more situations where you were at the firm and it was just a clear chain of command and things just tended to just be flowing. In industry, things don't just flow. You need to manage people. This is like the politics and then also the growing up. Then also in industry, it's different from the firm where there are 6 monthly performance evaluations and everyone wants to be promoted so that they can get their competencies and register with ICAS. Everyone has a reason beyond the company for them to work hard, so it's easier to manage them because they have so much to lose and so much on the line. In industry, this is their life. Like, they're not going anywhere, they're not looking for a qualification, they're not the people, they are not looking for a qualification, they're not looking to go somewhere else like the people at the firm, the youngsters at the firm. These people are in their life, like this is exactly their life. So then you see that the fact that there are no frequent performance measurements means that also translates into the performance that you then get from people. You see, firm, we used to say ukashanda overtime unopewa chikafu and stuff. That kind of situation doesn't really exist in industry. It might exist at your at your company, but in my experience, it hasn't been that existent. So there are a lot of performance issues where then this comes off across in it reflects in the attitude, where the firm, someone is pushing hard because they want this thing to happen, but in the industry they're just sort of laid back because this is their life, they are not going anywhere. Then the other thing is you need more confidence for you to last in industry, because at the firm that was a simulation. It was a simulation of industry. There's nowhere where you're going to say you'll see people working in their 19-year-olds to 20 something, 30 to 30-year-olds. When you go to industry, it's gonna be the real thing, with the real people, with real expectations, real issues, real life issues. So you need to be able to manage that, and you need more confidence to be able to deal with this sort of people. And then the other thing is, when you're now in industry, depending on what role you then get into, if you get into a managerial role, you now have a bit of more fires to be putting out, and things that are outside your job description that you need to be working on, that you just need to be on the lookout for. So you'll see that at the firm there are a lot of mental health issues, mental health wellness programs, where people are sort of simulating their responses to the work environment and the people's needs to the fact that you guys are going through the same things, busy season, long hours, and everything. So the firm makes a conscious effort to deal with those things and to help you deal with those people. Now in industry, finance is just one department. There are a lot of other departments: sales, marketing, stores, operations, or whatever. There's so many other departments, so there's no tailor making of the organization's response to you, because it's just finance. So that part then tends to be a lot more to deal with when you're used to coming from a firm where we're all going through the same thing. So we all have a given way of responding, and even taking care of our mental health, and even doing this, we're doing all this together because we're going through it together. In the industry, you're just a portion of the workplace, and yes, you're going through it, but you're just a portion. So there's no way the company will be able to draft a comprehensive response like the firms are able to do. So that was one of my main things when I was in industry, to say, yeah, this is such a place that you just need to be wary of. So something that you need to know of, or to take note of before you go into industry. Otherwise, it's not anything that you can't do. You can do it, but it's just I think as a conclusion, I would just say industry is not the same as the firm. Now, if you're watching this video and you're watching as a person who is in industry, please let me know what are your advice points for people who want to join industry. Or if you're watching this and you're still in audit, what are your fears of going to industry? What have you heard? And let's interact in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to comment and like this video if you liked it, so that it then gets to people, to reach other people like you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in next week's video. Bye bye.